Hello, everybody. How's it doing? Hope you're all doing okay. I'm doing all right. After the, again, I would just want to sincerely apologize for everything that happened on Sunday. With the stream, everything, with the no audio at the start, and then tripping over ourselves. Just, honestly, just tripping over ourselves when it comes to, getting stuck on the BRB screen, completely spacing that we accidentally had triggered that for the last, 45 minutes of the stream. So you guys didn't get to see me getting the all the way into the second world. I kept track of the clock, though. I kept track of the clock on my side. So, I mean, we're still set in stone for, like, where we are time-wise. Just utterly... an utter, complete mess of mistakes on my side. So I apologize for that. Again, that was just all... I don't know where I was at on Sunday, but I was just bopping all over the place. Just not right in my head. That being said, tonight, I've gone through, I've made sure to dot all my I's, cross all my T's, do that extra little wiggle piece that you can't really see, but you always have to do for your X's. Like, you know the one, right? It's like there's an X, there's the second line of the X, and then there's the little wiggle piece, but you gotta do it like really small so no one ever notices it. But without it, it's not an X. Or is that just me? Might just be me. Oh well. Also, do let me know what you think about, like, right now I've changed up how my mouth cap works on my model. Before I was using just visual capture for it, and now it's currently capturing based off of my my voice and not necessarily my facial movements as much. So let me know what you think of that. I know I'm still finicking with it, but better, worse, weirder? I don't see my model most of the time. It's over here on the second monitor, which I only really check for if I hear something like go ping. That's why so many of, like, even in the middle of things, all of my notices and everything all have different noises in bits and things. Is just because it's my little personal notification to look over to the other screen and see what's going on. A little behind the scenes magic there. Have I ruined the illusion that there's someone on the other side of the screen that's not a cartoon rabbit man talking to you? I assure you, you'd much rather look at the cartoon rabbit man. The real Rye, on the other hand, is... well... my wife likes how I look. I guess that's all that really matters. Who cares what you think? But... I am not an aesthetically pleasing person. Just the way things, you know, the dice shook out for me. Genetics and all that, you know? Hey, Sarah. That and some excessive amounts of medication used in my teenage years to help regulate bipolar disorder on top of puberty ended up doing a number of side effects on my body. And that kind of put me at a very disadvantaged foot. So... if you've ever had to take medication for mental health problems and found yourself, like, gaining weight like crazy, you know what I'm talking about. But tonight our story is more Final Fantasy XIII. We've made it all the way to Erba. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it, considering there are only 2 consonants in the entire word. And I'm not used to pronouncing something that has more vowels than consonants in it. Think about it. You don't really run into that excessively often in English. Now I'm trying to think if there were any I actually knew. I don't know. I'm trying to think, but no, everything I can think of that like is maybe like R. A-R-E. That's got more. Barely, but that counts. A lot of it, it's just like kind of an equal amount. Or more consonants. Speaking of more consonants, not really, but, you know, make a sequitur when you can. Our Renegade Hydrate for tonight is Diet Coke with lime. We didn't get a redeem on this one last time, which, I mean, fair, considering all the mess that we were in on last time in terms of everything going on. But yeah, this is still here. Limited edition Diet Coke Lime. Which is interesting that it's a limited edition, because I do remember Coke with lime was just a thing for a while. But I don't know if they did Diet Coke with lime. But they didn't bring back regular Coke with lime. Now it's only Diet Coke with lime is available. So, I don't know. But it's a mixture of two things I don't much care for, so... Normally I really only do lime when it's mixed with lemon. Like Sprite. Eyeball test. Eyeball test? Eyeball test. Other than that, I was planning on doing a stream on Friday night where we were going to start out on Final Fantasy XIV. I might still do it over the weekend. Like a Saturday night thing, maybe, depending on what happens IRL-wise. But it turns out I'm going to be busy for most of the week IRL, so not really in the cards for me. Just wanted to give everyone a heads up that that's probably not happening. And if it is happening, it's definitely not happening on Friday, which was the day I planned on doing it. So, with that being said, I think that's all we have in terms of announcements. Why are fans so annoying? You ever notice that? It's like, it's always the people who call themselves fans that always seem to want to ruin all the fun stuff about stuff. Happened at D23. They announced some fun stuff at D23. Fans nitpick it to death, complain about it. New World of Warcraft patch drops. Fans hate it, complain about it. Why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Reminds me of why I stopped like following online stuff so much. I'm very cautious with who I follow in terms of like curated media and stuff like that. Because quite honestly, just the how easily that level of toxicity, even if you're not buying it, even if you disagree with it, how much of it can infect you and just bring down your enjoyment of something is scary, honestly. I've found myself just reading up other people's opinions about what's going on in an MMO is pretty much the quickest and easiest way to destroy any enjoyment in that MMO. Same thing with Disney. I mean, really the only thing with Disney that really kills my enjoyment of Disney has been Disney. And that's because, like, they canceled half of the Epcot revamp that they were planning on doing. Now I get why, partially. It was, the big bad disease came and shut everything down for a while, including the parks, which was, that's when you know that things have hit the fan. But, so I'm not like, super irritated about it. Especially, I mean, it's Epcot. The history of Epcot is we're going to propose a project and we're going to do maybe a third to half of it, and then we're going to give up on the rest of the idea. This has happened every time they've done something in Epcot. I was hoping this wouldn't be the case this time, but, the dice, right? So, but I just want to talk about that because it's just been one of those things that's been on my mind, because I did stumble upon a bunch of stuff in like the WoW community and everything like that, talking about some of the stuff that's happening in the new storyline. And then, of course, a lot of the Dawn Trail feedback. Like, I've seen so much people online talk about Dawn Trail like it was the worst thing that Square Enix ever made. Like, even 1.0 was better than this. Now, ignore the fact that these people most likely did not play 1.0 and only have heard about it. But, no? Like, you don't have to like all the characters. I get that, maybe some of the characters were divisive. And the story was, felt like it jumped around a bit. But other than that, I mean, it's a perfectly serviceable expansion. Like, maybe not your top 100. Like, it might not be in, like, even your top 3. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like you logged in and, like, trust me, as someone who has played some really bad expansions for MMOs and some really bad MMOs, Dawn Trail wasn't that bad. You don't have to like it, but let's be honest, it wasn't that bad either. And generally, like, everyone I know personally in real life who plays the game, because there's quite a few of us in my little circle who all enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. Download the free trial now and join the hit sensation. Play everything up to Shadowbringers and blah, 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 blah. Free trial up to level 80, blah, blah, something. Now available on the Switch too. I actually have a free trial version on the Switch 2 that I play when I'm just upstairs chilling out. It's not tied to my regular account or anything because I don't really want to pay 2 subscription fees for it. Or buy 2 copies of the game. But, having fun with it, just kind of plodding about. It's actually what kind of inspired me to do the whole playthrough from ARR thing on stream here, because I was playing through it and was just kind of like, yeah, this is actually kind of fun. It'd be fun to actually go through the story again, because I'm skipping the story. It's like just kind of playing the game. But yeah, everybody I know in real life loved Dawn Trail. They thought it was fun. Did they think it was as good as Shadowbringers and Endwalker? No, but, it's still fun. It's like being online, you have to have, like, your opinion has to be as an extreme one as possible in order to, I don't know, voice it? Like, it's okay to have a middle ground opinion. Anyway, that's it for my little ramble at the start. I think we've gone on long enough here. We've gone on for 20 minutes or so. Let's hop into things, shall we? Get into the game. Have some fun. BB, can I have my controller? Thank you, BB. Welcome back to Chapter 11 of Final Fantasy XIII, where we are finally reaching the outskirts of Erba, the home of Vanille and Fang, where we rode a giant elevator down a tower, out of the tower, and now the elevator is rolled all the way into just crashed into some mountains. And we're here. That is said elevator. You're real close to Cocoon, though. It's nice and big. The first enemy of the night is a vampire. Is it really that hard to, like, freaking... Or do I not... Oh! I'm just trying to figure out why it's like... This seems like it's taking quite a bit to stagger this thing. He was almost dead, but I still got a 5-star, so apparently I did pretty good. Yep, more Seath. Are these your friends, Vanille? Shut up! I mean, it is kind of a dark idea, you know, the fact that everybody in the 500 years that Fang and Vanille were in Crystal, everyone in their hometown was turned into Seath. Teleportation stone! Teleportation stone. Give me your mission. To fight some ceratosaurs. This time-worn ghost town is Erba? I hardly recognize the place. Could the ceratosaurs that I've been sent to destroy have done this? And even if they were, what is the purpose that they will serve to eradicate them now? Well, the Falsi planning to raise a new village in this white wasteland? Well, whatever they intend. I suppose I'd get to the harbor where the creatures nest. They'll say, is this the harbor? No.
Which is your house?
Yeah.
What do you mean, which is ours? All of them. They're all ours.
Dear
Yep.
God.
Everyone in the village lived together.
They're
One big
communists.
happy family?
One heck of a lot of places to hang your hat.
We're back.
A dinosaur story. Which I guess makes you the dinosaur in this case. I'm sorry, Vanille, that's rude of me. You're at least a... Quetzalcoatl? Pterodon? Leopleurodon! Okay, so this little shabby, like, couple of shacks.
So, you want to take a look around?
What's, like,
We
the
better.
big, like,
Gotta
city
find
over,
something
like,
to
on
help
the...
us lose these brands.
That's not the only reason we're here. You're finally home. Make the most of it.
Go see all your friends. I mean...
Take this. Take this.
Leave us alone, hands. Stop being all grabby. Well, apparently they had much higher expectations of us for that one. These burlap sacks are stuffed with tools for outdoor labors. One tag bears a tag proclaiming the name of its former owner. Do we get to know what the former owner's name was? This chocobo doll was likely a village child's fond favorite. Its well-worn stitches now show evidence of repeated mending. Oh. While not itself the most luxurious of beds, the sound of fellow sleepers no doubt afforded some comfort to its occupants. Whimsical colored boxes flank the shattered mirror's frame. Some young girls' treasure chests, to be sure. Vanille, were these your treasure chests? A pot of this size could feed a great many mouths. Would have been used regularly for communal cooking.
Bhakti!
What?
Friend of yours?
Yeah. You're okay. I was worried.
We did find a friend of hers.
He wanted to say goodbye.
He's not ready for the scrap heap just yet. Bit worse for wear, yeah. Nothing I can't fix. Just need to track us down some parts.
See, they have like little robot pals and everything, but they dress like they're like tribalistic nomads. Grand Pulse is such a weird place. You get where I constantly like get the feeling that like Nier Automata was like had some influence, or this influence that I don't know what the connection there is. It feels like there's a connection of something between the two.
Take this. Take this.
Gotta unleash them Ga spells. Hi. Where are you? Have we met before? We have met before, apparently. Oh, this is the one that puts on the stupid shield until you stagger him. Well, we got max stagger. Wait, what?
What went wrong?
Yeah, what went wrong? What happened? Huh? Guess I need to pay more attention to the health bars. I don't know what happened there. The downside is, like, if he gets to the point where it puts up the inertial thing before...
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Unleash! Hell! Jeez, that Imperil made the heck of a difference. Alright, we need 3 more parts for Bhakti. Okay, I'm assuming that's all I can really do in terms of debuffs on it. When they start repeating that at the very, like, you kind of get the feeling that it's like they're immune to everything else. Hey, Heavenly Access. So is that X, Y, or Z? You think? Yay, we got a gear for Bhakti. Only 2 more parts. I will say the music here is beautiful. It's just really kind of just soothing and I was gonna say, like, why are we not using the Ga spells for the giant crowd of lizards? Mission complete! And we got a giant's glove, which I think does something? Might as well look, right? Giant's glove. Increases D-Brave resistance by 30%. Okay, so we know there's a one of the Bhakti pieces are back here.
Take this.
Alright, do we think we can take this thing down before it puts up the barrier again? I mean, we're really buffed up this time. I mean, it's looking like it. It's looking like we did it! Go us! Victory for us! Victory for Vicarion! I'll have some cream soda for that. Oh yeah, on top of the Renegade Hydrates, I also have I have some draft cream soda tonight. It's actually made right over, like, just a couple minutes away from my house. Nice brew house makes it. They also make their own beers, but I don't drink alcohol. Well, there's
Feels so peaceful here.
a Moogle puppet. And some Pleiades high powers? This is a nice little roof garden. You get the feeling that back when this place was, like, put together, something even amidst the desolation, flowers and their pollinators thrive. Only the region's human inhabitants appear to have vanished. They haven't vanished! You know it, and I know it, game. We know what happened to the human... Oh, look! It's what's left of the human inhabitants.
You're going down.
Not only have they not vanished, they're still here.
Target acquired. Take this. No time to panic.
Okay, what? Crying isn't going to help anything. Such an interesting, just like, so they did communal living. I have to assume that over there, this highway extended out, like that was also part of Erba. Like those look like apartment, like buildings, like communal living. I don't know. I mean, they look like warehouses or very tall apartment buildings. Factories, maybe? I don't know. Like they're kind of way out there. These carts seem to have been common in Erba, functioning both to move materials and as a mode of personal transportation. But at the same time, they have all of these buildings that date back, I have to imagine, way earlier than like Vanille and Fang's time. Like these look like ancient ruins compared to this, which looks, you know, not super modern by any means, but dang, I'd find places like this like in rural Indiana all the time. Go to the Midwest, you're bound to find some stuff that looks like that. Which I always find such a fascinating, like, collision of like, ancient and modern. You know, I know it's a cliche, but, like, the thing people say about the fact that, like, if you go, you know, 10 minutes, if you walk 10 minutes from the base of the pyramids, you're at a Pizza Hut. And it's true, like, Cairo is right there, and they're a very modern society. Like, they've got fast food and everything like that just sitting there, and you could just, you're just right across the road from the pyramids, munching on your personal pan. So that kind of, like, contrast, I always find so fascinating. But especially when the ancient, like, this older stuff is, like, woven into parts of modern construction. Like, just between buildings and things like that. This is a fuel tank. Okay. Judging by the look of it. But any liquid left inside would have surely been rendered useless by now. I mean, not that we would have had a use for it anyway. Years of rust have tightly cemented the doors in these shipping containers. They hold cargo, they do so with an unyielding grip. Okay, I have got to know. Okay, we know Final Fantasy XIII came out in 2009. When did Nier Automata originally release? 2017. Really? Wow. Why did I think it was older than that? Like, I know the series itself is older than that, but... The original Nier would have come out, like, a year after this, but... I have no idea if, like, there is a level of intersectionality between Nier and Nier Automata in terms of, like, aesthetics or design or anything like that. Metal plate. We got all the stuff we need to repair Bhakti.
Target acquired.
But either way, it does feel like at least the Grand Pulse sections of the game feel to me like they had gave some inspiration towards Nier Automata's design. And I can't be the only one who feels that way. Like, just the entire thing drips with that same vibe that you find in those games. Or that game, I guess.
You asked for it.
Here, you guys have fun. Chest. The tomming pole. For all those times you want to go tomming. Just make sure you get your tomming oil first. Grab this. Save this. You think I know something's coming? I remember what lies at the end of the bridge.
Ragnarok. Come, day of wrath, O pulse the sea. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok, make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine, Ragnarok. What?
Sarah, how did you...
I was waiting for you to open your eyes.
She got new dialogue.
All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think of a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah...
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan. We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Don't say her real name.
Enough already.
Don't you know the evil you'll bring about?
We are all shooting for the same goal here.
And the result of that is this.
You son of a...
I like how he teleports away.
Betray your
And he
foul
thinks he's
seed
going to
and
be-
chase after dreams and shadows.
Try again.
The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think Fal'Cie had the means.
Oh, it won't be Fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs, yes. Its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the Fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel, and imagine when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings, what happens next?
You're gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves?
The important thing is just a lot of people need to die.
Or perhaps...
Reach the end here, in the land where it all began.
Alright, we got some good debuffs going on him. His head got bigger. His head got even bigger. Super big. Oh, he reset all of my buffs. You jerk. Get combat clinic rolling.
This battle is ours. Thanks.
Fulfill your purpose.
No choice, I guess.
Your precious self. Destroy the world that despises you.
So now he's got like arms and legs.
Fulfill your purpose.
Thanks.
Save your precious self.
You gonna do that stupid apotheosis thing where he like resets us all back down to nothing? We won! 100,000 Cristogen points. I almost did it. We almost got all the way to the end, and I almost did it and said the bad thing. I almost abbreviated Cristogen points, or Cristerium points. No. I'd have to just cancel myself at that point. Why won't you die?
Allow me to extend my invitation. To save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok. Cocoon suffers. Release her from the pain.
I like how his whole argument is like the only way to save the people is to become Ragnarok and kill. But that would also kill all the people, but it would kill them fast and quick. I guess is his only real saving throw on this whole thing. Yeah, that's a rock.
So, this is the end of the rainbow, huh? Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Fal'Cie.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah, it must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to Crystal.
Everything went to hell. And then it came back from hell. And then there was a cookout. And then everyone went back to hell again. Is that the Eye of Etrel?
Cocoon, where the slaves of Lindsay dwell, is the enemy of all life fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So Alfalsi determined Pulse's will, chose Lassie, and gave them a focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. And so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Falsi, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our Lassie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the Lassie were taken to the enemy's land by Bartandalus, curse his name. And the goddess said, Lassie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, don't sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some makers sure to roll up and save the day.
I'm very interested in that whole
As
process
long as
thing.
Falsi are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe.
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're Lassie. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves.
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
Revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks.
I wished for a Sunday.
I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise, no matter what.
See, that's not the same thing
Guess
as
it takes losing
nothing
everything
happened to
make you see
Cocoon.
how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Well, they've patched things up apparently.
Yep.
All right then. Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Lightning's just like, I'm not shaking your hand, old man. And I'm not giving you a hug. So yeah, this is the point of no return for the game. Which is interesting because there's still 2 chapters left of the game. So the real question we face is, do we just go and finish it up? Or do we try to go back and do some things? Now keep in mind that since this is the point of no return, I believe after we beat the game, we actually unlock the stage 10 of the Crystarium. Like, you don't get the full Crystarium until you at least beat the game once. But that means we'll have a full Crystarium to essentially work with for anything we come back and do post-game. Get some good stat boosts going, though. I don't know if there's any abilities on this, though. No, which is interesting, because I was certain... And then Saboteur? There's the abilities. There's death. I knew she'd get it somewhere in one of her core trees. And we're out of everything. Still, by comparison, pretty good solid jump. More HP. I'll take more HP. Does Medic actually get anything at this point? Does she finally get Cura? Oh wait, no, we already got Cura. We finally got Cura, like, all the way at this point. She gets Stop Go. I don't think is a medic ability. But this is when we get all the characters start getting like their super abilities, like Army of One and Death and gonna focus on boosting strength. Oh no, Thundaga! No! Just short of what I needed for Thundaga. Cold blood. Okay, this is the one that has his ability then. Stack up our magic here. Saz is pretty much like well balanced between strength and magic. Way more HP too. Oh, dang it. I didn't realize he had Protect and Shell over here. I wonder if these are supposed to, like, the layouts of everyone's Crystariums are supposed to be, like, a symbol of some sort. Like, I have no idea. Like, zodiac signs? Yeah. Okay, before I dig too deep, Imperil. That's Stopka. Okay, so Imperil's the only actual ability. Okay, let's see. Is there anything he gets on his? No, there's like nothing he gets on Sentinel. So was he a commando when we first got him? Yeah, I have to assume so, because there's Sovereign Fist. Which is a funny way to rename God Hand, I'll say that much. So now, do we think he could maybe survive like a 10,000 needles between his Sentinel strength reduction or damage reduction Having over 9,000 HP. Does anyone care about Hope? Like, I get he becomes a little bit more important in the next game, but I think his story arc is pretty much done at this point. Well, we got him Kiraja at least. Was he a... Oh, he probably was a Ravager. Deal magic... What damn it? Deal magic damage. I can speak the word. In a wide radius. I don't think there was anything else spell-wise or anything, at least. Well, we can at least go back and see what Bhakti has, since we got all of those parts. We might as well go see what the little robot says. Aha! You can't get me. I am victorious. All this rubble and we can only walk on this tiny little spot. Oh yeah, you were not letting me get past you at all. So that whole prophecy thing actually is what's got me really interested, is the fact that it states that her word is absolute. Now, there are a few individuals in the lore that could indicate who her is, neither of which are Lindsay and Pulse. Who both technically use male pronouns. Despite the fact that as Foul C, they don't technically have a gender. Which leads me to believe that it's either one of two possible individuals that have made that message. One is Etro, because, for one, the giant eye of Etro in the symbol is a pretty good Pretty good indicator. The other one is a character we won't meet until the next game. But the leader of the Padrians, which is another clan of people here on Pulse. Who are always led by a seer, or seeress, named Padra Yule. Ultimately, the difference is minimal, because what essentially is that Padra Yule is a seeress for and essentially blessed by the goddess Etro herself. Which would be why, even if her words are absolute, is referring to Padre Yule, it still ultimately comes back to the fact that it's a prophecy from Etro. And I just find that really interesting, that the fact that there was like a prophecy. They left a prophecy from Etro that foretold all of the events that befell Fang and Vanille. How did I just dodge that? But it's just interesting to me because the fact is, like, there has been zero mention of Etro. And I think the only places you can find mentions of the Padrians is in some of the Analects, maybe? We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 12. Jeez. Luminous lamented, for creation spiraled unto doom, stout-fashioned earth that future might take root. Sage turned mind's eye inward, seeking truth profound. Fool desired not, and soon was made one with it. Maker forged fal'Cie from fragments maker's own. Maker forged man from traces once divine. Traces once divine. Again, there's the whole thing about the fact that mankind was made from the blood of a god, essentially. You know, the Etro. In time the gods departed, leaving all by their hands wrought. fal'Cie were as man forsaken, orphans of maker absconded. And lo, the viper Lindsay bore fangs in the pristine soil of our grand pulse, despoiled the land, and from it crafted a cocoon of both ghastly and unclean. Lies spilled forth from the serpent's tongue. Within this shell lies paradise. Men heard these lies and were seduced and led away. Oh, cursed are the fools who trust a snake and turn their backs on the bounty of Pulse's hallowed land. For those who dwell in that cocoon are not men, but slaves of the demon Lindsay. Ye who honor Pulse, rise unto the heavens and cast down the viper's nest. Ragnarok took wing made to smite Cocoon, but thereby deliver us our everlasting peace. But her providence would not let it be. The goddess pitied the fools who blindly bowed to Lindsay's will, so she robbed Ragnarok of power, putting the Lassie to an eternal crystal sleep, focus yet incomplete. Sermons of the Cirrus Padra Nsu Yule. There we go. And goddess is Etro. So Etro pitied the people of Cocoon, and thus sealed away the Fal'Cie, the Lassie, who created Ragnarok, who summoned Ragnarok, and put them into early crystal sleep. How long now since the demons of Cocoon violated this land, where once the peoples of Grand Pulse stood as one, united against a common foe, today we stand divided, at war amongst ourselves. We walk on the edge of a knife, teetering, ever but one step away from our demise. How tired a species that we must be to rob our own of the necessities for life, lest we succumb to the fate to which we willingly subject others. Even Harry, at the height of its glory, laid to ruin the menace greater still. Surely the vipers within the floating nest look down upon us with self-righteous scorn to see this decline upon our once great civilization. It was the great and hallowed Pulse, who, seeking to expand divine domain, parted the chaos and fashioned the realm within, made Fal'Cie and charged them with this world's completion. The Fal'Cie, anxious to please the hand that shaped them, labored devotedly on the task they had been given. They made Lassie of men, so that they too may be able to aid in the greater cause. Men in turn offered praise and prayers to hallowed Pulse, naming the great land in honor of its architect. Yet still the architect departed. When our earthly vessels meet their end, the souls there housed must leave the world. Would the path their migration be not the same one taken by our departed gods? Must they not pass through the same doorway the divine employed to reach the place that lies beyond? If this is the case, it stands to reason that, should a great many lives at once be cut short, a flood of souls would surge through the aforementioned portal. The door would be thrown wide, and perhaps even the gleaming light of divinity beyond. See, now it's starting to make sense. See, except for the fact that I love this because this is like two truths and a lie, right? This is like, there's a lot of actual factual information in here, but it's twisted because it's being told from the point of view of someone who is loyal to the gods, to Pulse, to things like that. Like, is Lindsay really evil and Pulse good? No, they're both working for the same boss. They're both trying to achieve the same thing, just going about it in their own ways. Even here, we're being told, like, oh, the door must be where the gods are. But they're not. The unseen realm is not where the divines are. The divines are off in who knows where, in their own version of crystal slumber, awaiting for this door to open before they return. So yes, by flooding the thing with souls and breaking open the door, the gods will return, but not because the gods are on the other side of the door. Kind of gets mixed up in the interpretation. And I love it. I love it when lore does this, because it's one of those things where it's just like, it's not 100% right, it's not 100% wrong. It's being told from the perspective of flawed individuals with imperfect views of the situation.
Hey, hey, look who's back.
Bhakti, thank goodness.
Whew. You're a lifesaver, Saz.
Nah, it was just a quick tune-up. Don't mention it.
Hey, Bhakti. Congrats, you are a true Pulsian pioneer. But somewhere out there, long-forgotten equipment still awaits to be found. Bhakti's bonus bite number 5. Rumor has it that hitching a ride from Sulia Springs on the Falsi Atamos will allow you to reach a secret stretch of Mahabara. And he gave me a bunch of stuff. Have you triumphed over the challenges of the Fault Warrens to offer? Reattempting the trial after doing so may draw the attention of a certain Seath. Trials of the Fault Warrens? A towering Adamantoise is the undisputed king of the steppe. Gets you close and even a chocobo will turn tail and run. Oh yeah, I know that guy. Accepting a mission from a Seath Zone might remove a barrier impeding your progress. Yeah, I knew that one. So now we face ourselves with the choice. Do we try to wrap things up? Or do we go back and do some missions that we've unlocked? Considering we're about halfway through the night, maybe we'll just do missions. And then maybe next week we'll be able to finish the game. Maybe. All right, let's see what type of missions we have to deal with. This is a long load screen for longer than we usually have.
They don't teach you about this in school.
What, Pulse? No, usually not. So all of these in the circle are up. That one's up. That one's up, but we already know what that one is. That's the Gigantor. We did that one. But we can go see what's going on with this one up here. Let's see if we can unsheath the... Open up the gateway that's back there. Oh! Oh! Him named Jose. Behold the might of Jose! Let's go, Chocobo! That's not long gooey though, is it? That's just one of the regular ones. And this is the armadillo and little birdie thing territory. Oh, I'm really hoping that the opening the gateway passage thing, it doesn't require me fighting the Ochu. It probably does. Hi, Ochu. All the way down here. Found you. Yeah, what do I need to do? Defeat the Syphax. Oh, I mean, that's something, right? The Undying, a fearsome Seath who defy Fal'Cie will, driven by an intense loathing that all that lives. Syphax, the Insidious, is of their number, a number of which I am tasked with bringing low. My mark dwells within the abandoned dig, Seath lair deep within the bowels of Mahabara. He's a treacherous foe, to be sure, but one I must overcome if I am to see my crystallized beloved again. So in order to get into there, we have to get all the way to the Mahabara? Oh, sorry. Goblins. My bad. Been long enough I could get another tuft of wool from the sheep. I'm just trying to figure out where the abandoned dig is. No, don't go back up. Maybe that is long gooey. Oh no. Doesn't seem quite big enough. He just seems like a regular adamantoise size. teleport to... So I can either go to the ceiling of the sky in Sulia Springs, or I could go to Mahabara in the Twilight Cavern. I'm wondering if the hint about riding Atomos back from Sulia Springs can reach a new area is going to be tied into... Because, yeah, it looks like the abandoned dig is over there? Makes me wonder if I could possibly... Because it looks like there's stuff over there. So let's try that tip we got from Baki. Hello, Atomos. Board the Atomos. Ride the Atomos. Now, where does this put us? Exactly where I was hoping.
Must have overlooked something.
We didn't overlook nothing. This is where we wanted to go. What the heck? These things have an encampment? Wait, there's two paths. We will take this path. Yes, the scenic route. That's what we're going to call it. You love the scenery down here? I do. It's great. Look. Rocks. More rocks. Things trying to kill us. What's not to enjoy about this?
Easy.
Some sludgeroos. See, they don't like thunder because they're rust, which means they're made out of metals? Ferruginous pudding. Interesting. I mean, that wasn't terrible in terms of points. Okay, so if I go this way, it's a dead end, but I'm betting that means there's a chest over here? A couple chests.
Out of my way!
Yeah, do we not know Thundaga as Vanille? Or even Thundara?
We survive! We survive!
Keep rolling through this.
Thanks.
Madness. Oh, I should probably switch back to actually, like, do damage. Yay, 1 star! So just a bunch of little treasures left to us by Bartandalus. And I mean, it would be rude not to take them and use them, right? There's another Seath Stone back here. I don't want to pick up another mission. I want to finish the mission I'm on. And then we can pick up that mission. Darn bird noise making bird people from Bird City. Bird land. Zip code 139 bird. Hey, Moogle puppet. It's a shame that Moogles don't exist in this world. And everyone's down on D-Protect. You have the enemies that are like, oh no, there's oh, this one is just goes to the. This one's just a loop. The Strigoi. Sounds vaguely Russian. Was it because I juggled him in the air that he dropped a tear of frustration? I wouldn't blame him. You must weep. Now, are you the same or a different one than last time? You look a little different. We're getting another inertial thingy here? No? Okay. I'll take it. We didn't even get all the way to, like, maxing out the stagger meter on that one. There. See what we can do in terms of stacking up some debuffs. I managed to poison one. I was supposed to say, like, once we have all of these on it, it has to kind of just blow it up, doesn't it? Like, even on these guys, a special, like, Imperil just works really well because they're already usually vulnerable to some sort of elemental force. Yeah, we should probably save before we do this. Wait. That's what I'm fighting? You have got to be kidding me. Whatever then. Let's take it down. Huh? Okay, so there's a lot of them.
Wide open. Good spot.
And they keep coming. Yeah, jeez.
Thanks.
Lightning is clearly the... Oh!
Wide open. Out of my way.
We maybe take out the little ones first? No, he's staggered, so I don't really want to... Lamenting Cry. Oh, we have been debuffed to hell. Let's combat clinic, because then we can clean up all the debuffs. And... then we can kind of work. Uh-oh. Audio. Did the audio just cut out for the entire game? Oh boy. I don't know what happened there. My headphones got unplugged, but for some reason that also muted the game. Let's see if I can fix that really quick. No, it's still not working. Oh man. So apparently if you let too many of those things get onto the map, they start killing everybody? Nope. Yep, I thought so. Let me see what I can do to fix that audio problem. And once we get that back up and running, we'll hop back in. Luckily, we saved right before this thing. In the meantime, let me see what I can do here. Well, that's still working. Ooh, good. There we go. We're getting audio again. So now we know we got to prioritize taking out the little dudes. Like, it might be nice to see... I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I am really kind of floaty in the head tonight, aren't I? Yeah, we know. What the? Okay, my computer is like absolutely like freaking out right now for some reason. While I was trying to fight, it brought up the on-screen keyboard. And it kept thinking that whenever I was typing like something, it was like I was typing H. Jeez. He's just summoning them so fast that it's near impossible to keep up with him. We got him staggered at least. I've almost got him. Thanks to that not having to switch in anything for renew. Yay, we completed a mission. And we earned the rank of Heart Striker. And now a gateway on like the entire other side of the map is open. And we found some particle accelerators. Isn't that lovely? The Committee of 300 will be happy to know that I have the particle accelerators. We can proceed with the time jump experiments. All we need is an IBM 3100. Yeah, I find it interesting because it's essentially the game is hinting at the greater lore behind everything without getting too explicit with it. Like, still, Etro's name has yet to be actually specified. Like, you would have no way of knowing at this point that that was the Eye of Etro when we saw the prophecy. But as someone who has played through these before, I can go back and go, oh my god, that was the Eye of Etro. Holy crap. And I can share it with all of you. So you watching at home can sit there and go, oh, now I know what that is. Holy crap. Well, you'll probably be like, I don't know why I'm saying holy crap, because who's Etro? And then you'll remember that I did a video way back at the beginning of this whole thing where I explained who Etro was. And you'll go and watch it on my YouTube channel and give it a like, because you're like, oh, that's really informative, thank you. That's my prophecy. Do it. I'm not above being a self-plug. Alright, now we're gonna go find that other one, that one, and do that mission. Because then we won't ever have to come over here ever again. is a strigoi? Let's learn something. A strigoi is a, from Romanian folklore, is a troubled soul or malicious supernatural entity that rises from the grave, often considered a traditional vampire or witch. There you go! Once again, continuing with the undead theme with the Seath. I just like finding out where they got all the names from. Burn the witch! We have found a strigoi! May we burn it? How do you know it's a strigoi? It deprotected me. Deprotected? Got better. I do find it interesting that these monsters, like, unlike most of the monsters we've dealt with, these guys have built homes. In this mine, which shows a level of intelligence that most monsters do not have. Just keep imperiling. I wonder if there's like a reason to do that priority.
That's how it's done.
Like if imperil affects the success rate of D-shell and poison, so the computer knows to try and pump out and make sure that imperil gets put on the enemy before trying to do D-shell and poison. Instead of doing like imperil D-shell poison, imperil D-shell poison. Which is a valid way to do it, and I've seen it do that with other... Oh my god, it's dice! Let's gamble, baby. Take a chance. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. Wait, what? Reading rainbow wasn't about gambling? I mean, it sort of is. Whenever you pick up a book to read, it's kind of gambling. Gambling is whether or not you'll enjoy it. I'd argue it's kind of gambling. Maybe not in a traditional sense. I don't want to talk to you guys. Oh, fine, we'll talk to you guys. So they also, the thing is, they do dances that put debuffs on you and stuff like that, but it's not like other things where it's like a spray or a scream. It's a dance. It's an incantation. I'm really kind of curious what the deal with these guys, the Yaksha and the Yaxini, are. Because they definitely have something different going on with them compared to a lot of the other monsters. Oh God! A tyrant, huh? Oh, the sword is a separate thing, huh? Good to know. I really want to get Imperil on it. There we go. Well, we got that off just in time. Well, we've staggered it. Send it to the air. Let it learn how to fly at the mercy of my magic. Ooh, a rank. Curse my luck, I've lost it again. Last I saw it is when I was heading to the direction of where? The southern part of Yashas Massif, perhaps. Damn that Zernitra and its wanderlust. It's caused me so much trouble. I think I'd even kill it. I think I'd kill it even if it weren't my focus. And to be a crystal when I do. I think I'd be better to concentrate on the present. Forgot about what's to come. This is going to be a long walk. This will be interesting. No! But just think, now I won't have to ever come back down this path again. I thought there was two. So do we think A rank is the highest rank of hunt or mission? Or do we think there's an S rank too?
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
Well, no, because we've fought them like a dozen times. That's pretty much all that's been in these tunnels, Vanille. See, there's more of them. Why would you be scared of them?
Easy.
No, you gotta say GG first, Lightning. Speaking of which, calling back to a good while ago, can I just appreciate that the way they actually drop Lightning's name for the first time is in Dicely mimicking her sister to manipulate them? Because, like, if we remember way back, we actually looked at Lightning's profile, and one of the things they mentioned in it is the fact that no one really knows what her real name is. Like, it's assumedly, of course, Sarah knows because it's their sisters, but Snow doesn't know. Debatably whether or not the people in her unit knew her actual name. Aha! Found you! So the entire game, we've just heard lightning, lightning, lightning. Never heard her what her real name was. She didn't share it with Snow. She didn't share it with Hope. None of them got to know her real names. So much so that you'd be fooled for not thinking that, you know, Lightning is her real name. If it wasn't for the fact that there's an explicit mention the fact that it's not in her profile. And yes, her name is Claire. Or, as it's in the rest of the translations from the Japanese and other, her full name is actually Eclair, which is French for like a flash of light, lightning. They decided to change it to just Claire here in the English version because we have the tendency to associate the word eclair not with a flash of light, but a donut. What are you gonna do? Hello, dinosaur.
I appreciate it.
Oh!
We survive.
Wow.
Is it really over?
That was brutal. Okay, we need to rethink our strategy a little bit. Okay, let's see. That should be... No, because she still got... Where? HP... Now I think that's all of them. Yeah. Ruin God. Just trying to get more stats for everybody, essentially. Customize. Delta attack might be a good one to start with. What about equipment? Yeah, we have survivalists. I don't know if that's necessarily what we want for this. I really needed something that helps with, like, poison. What does rapid recovery do? Reduces the duration of status elements. That'll work. Not perfect, but it'll work. Auto Tetra Defense. I mean, cast Protect, Shell, Veil, and Vigilance at the start of battle. Pretty useful for someone who's going to be kicking things off in Sentinel. Alright, let's give it a try. Oh geez, items, liver scope.
Ready, set, go! Gotta keep them on their toes.
So absorbs. It's weak to fire and trying to get things back on task here. Let's try and get this going.
Keep it together. Let's change it up. Ready, set, go!
We are not making a lot of good solid progress on this one. Yeah, we... Oh, jeez. Yeah, maybe raise someone?
Ready, set, go!
Come on!
Yep, no. I don't think I can actually handle the A rank ones yet. I just think, like, at this point, A ranks are outside of my abilities. Just simply, like, numerically, I'm thinking it's not doable. Like, we're able to handle B ranks. And even that was a bit of a struggle.
Steady like a rock!
Didn't get any new analects from that. Well, let's go take a peek into that new area that we opened up. Actually, yeah, let's do that. And then we'll call it a night from there. Jump down. Not back up. Hello, Titan monster thing. Is it treasure? Where is treasure? Dig, 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 dig. It's nice to know the grand tradition of Choco Hot Cold is living on. Aw, man. Nothing refreshes me like a nice can of Dawnlight Dew. For the extreme adventurer. One of these days, the Chocobo's going to learn where I want to go. And that will be the day that I cook it. It's that peak level of knowledge that just fills you with delicious, yummy knowledge juice in your chicken. It's true fact. Go ask any chicken farmer. It's why they teach their chickens to read before they slaughter them. Just basic math. Except they don't teach them basic math. Because then the chickens would just unionize. All true. Ask the what is it now guy. It'll be fine. Oh, a tetradic crown. Supposedly you can find the ribbon doing the chocobo digging too, but, you know, good luck frickin' with the odds on that. Alright, so what is over here? A cutscene. Goblins. We've made our way to the Goblin City. Take back the child they have stolen. Hey, there's a teleport one back there. Rank B. destroying a Pulsework champ. It doesn't much matter if it's destroying a Pulsework champion in Harry Archaeopolis or picking flowers in the yard. If it's my focus, I'm gonna do it. Life was boring before, with nothing to live for, but now I'm a lassie. I have a focus, and life is beautiful. The clouds have parted, and there are rainbows. Seether crystal, it's all the same to me, so long as I can put myself to the test, challenge my own limits, and win. Okay, buddy. You have fun with that. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the Harry Arca. Okay, yeah, it's back there. We've got to fight a Pulsework champion. Oh no, the hands! The hand! We don't talk about the hand! The hand! Oh. The hand is actually not that hard to fight. We may have overestimated the power of the hand. Oh, right. This is the guy who's, like, resistant to all elemental magic. But he's not immune to all debuffs. But once you stagger him, everything reverts one level up. So instead of immune, he's resist. And 3 stars. Screw you. Now we could teleport back here. Hi. I'd like to avoid you if I could.
You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
I have to admit, I do love the little noises he makes. They're kind of adorable. Yeah, I'm not getting like 5 stars for this at all, but dang it, I'm gonna win. I won. And I did get 5 stars, apparently. Who knew? Yeah, I figured when I saw this little circle thing on the map, I'm like, I'm betting something's down there. See, like the Hari, the Harry, the Harai? I don't know. Their civilization apparently had everything, including indoor plumbing. Now let's burn rubber. And by rubber, I mean the wind. You're no match for my staggering appearance and beauty. Oh, why? It was guarding a witch thing. Right? Can I go up here? Is there anything actually worth up? No, there's literally nothing up there. I need the chocobo to get over. Okay, real quick question. What do you have? You're a B rank, charged with putting down a stray adamantulid that wanders around the steppes' eastern tors. No doubt seeking its lost parent. What kind of monster couple could perform such a deed? Oh, that's going to be a tough one, but we could probably do it. I'll take it just in case. But I still want to hop over. Why? Well, I'm... The Gorblin Chieftain. You remind me of the babe. You know, what babe? What power? That's cultural appropriation. Oh.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
Just want my chocobo. Will you ride my chocobo? I won't take a choco, no. That doesn't seem necessary. I mean... Zenobia. The Undying, fearsome Seath, who defy Fal'Cie will, driven by the intense loathing of all lives, all that lives. Zenobia, the Butcher, is of their number, and I of her line. But I go now to stay her blade, and my father and his father before him once attempted. The Butcher's Den is the old hairy Archaeopolis, at the northern edge of the steppe. There, the scene of the foulest atrocities, I will expunge her taint and restore my family honor. That leads somewhere. Oh! Oh no! Ooh! Why is it squishy? What? No! No! Can I fight the squishy thing? Please?
Steady like a rock.
Alright. Its weakness is Earth. Grudge grows progressively deeper and more severe. Delivers devastating physical attacks. Executes powerful magical attacks. Capable of inflicting fog.
Steady like a rock.
And it needs 666 to stagger it.
Steady like a rock.
Wait, did it just heal itself?
Stay calm.
Take this!
Thanks. Steady like a rock.
But it never be said that these little devils were nice.
Is it really over?
What happened? Like I don't even know what happened there. Was that like just a enraged timer? What I wanted. Paradigms. I mean, she's not going to be the best synergist, but actually, would it be better to do her as a sentinel and him as a synergist? A premeditation.
Let's see what you got. Thank you.
We're just kind of loading everyone up early, really quick. So, I mean, we almost got him down.
Just another battle.
Whew! Freaky little thing. I hate that. Freaking 5-star it, too. I don't... Earned the rank of Curse Lifter. We got some Hermes sandals for it. Wait, there's something to interact with down there now. I wasn't there before. Yes, I know. I will have to fight these guys again.
I'm right here. Thanks. I'm right here.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, you could just keep trying to punch us, witch. We know you're a witch now because we found your witchy things behind you last time. Oh! I was expecting many things, but I was not expecting this. We got Scraggly Wool off of him. The downside is we're going to need a chocobo to get back up there. I think the closest one to actually grab would be the Central Expanse. Then run back. That might be something we do next time. All right. Well, we had some hiccups. We had some interesting things happen tonight. And we found another sheep. But overall, I think we did a pretty solid job. Next time, however, we are going to make the run to get to... Well, first we're going to find out what's over that cliff. And then we're going to go teleport back and find and finish out the story next time. So, or try to finish out the story. We'll see how far we get, because it is 2 chapters worth of gameplay, and it's a lot. So we'll have to see, you know, where it goes. But, you know, hopefully good. As I said, I don't know, I'll definitely be streaming on Sunday, like usual. But I also maybe have something on Saturday. Don't know. We'll have to see. All right. That being said, I want to say thank you to everyone, whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you were watching live, whether you're watching the VODs. You're all awesome. And I thank you so much for being here. That said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And you all take care. Bye.